pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue.
Hey, it's Nate, and today I am doing the classic Honesty by Billy Joel. Oh man, this is a great one. Diving deep into the piano part for this video, I have just been so impressed along the way. It's got some really weird chords in it. Try not to let the chord chart overwhelm you. Sometimes a long, complicated chord name just means it's unusual, not necessarily hard to play. That said, there are a few pretty tricky moments and some chord voicings with a big stretch, but I'll try to give some easier options along the way. Let's jump in. Okay, so first off, I recommend you get the chords and lyrics chart. There's a link in the description, and that'll help you follow along and see where the chords and the lyrics line up with each other. We'll start out with the intro. Here's the underlying chords to the intro, but we'll go into the notes in just a minute. But here's what it's gonna sound like. And here are the notes and counts. We're in 4/4 time, so each of these measures gets 4 counts. And we'll do the left hand first, that's down below. It's just one note at a time. We're gonna start with a B flat in our left hand, and here's middle C, so a little more than an octave down. And that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, before stepping down to A flat, 2, 3, 4. Just stepping down to G flat, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. Now in the right hand, I'm going to place my first finger on the F below middle C, and that hits right with the B flat on count 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hit the B flat there with our second finger. Now that's important so that we can sort of pivot for this moment. So our second finger stays on B flat here when we add the A flat and the D flat with our first and third finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on beat 3 there, I'm going up to this higher F with my fifth finger. And just note, I'm using the sustain pedal with a quick lift at the beginning of each measure. So you don't actually have to hold these notes when you do that. If you just kind of let go and hit the F, we're still hearing them. And then of course we're gonna do a little quick lift here. So this is that G flat major 7 chord. We just keeping our fifth finger on F. This is where left hand steps down to G flat, and we've got a G flat, B flat, and D flat. 1, 2, 3 for the fingers. 1, 2, just a light little G flat again with that first finger on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So an octave higher, we're reaching up to a high G flat. And let's just do this last measure here. It's gonna sound like this. So on beat 1, we hit the A and the E flat, and then we've got this G and F here. I think the best way to do this is to just cross second finger over for the G, and then F, and then D with our fifth finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more time, super slowly through that whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're just gonna drop into this B flat chord that's gonna start the verse. So here's the chords to the verse. And I'm gonna do one full pass just teaching you the chords, and we'll play the main rhythm. And then once we do that, we can go back through and add all the little details. So it starts on a B flat chord. We're gonna voice it like this. I'm gonna do a lot of octaves in the left hand. So B flat octaves here, and then this is an inversion of B flat major. We got F, B flat, and D. And right off the bat, let's start the rhythm where we're playing on count 1 and 3 in the right hand. So half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're gonna come up to this E flat. So here's the first chord that has a big octave stretch in it. So the full voicing is gonna be E flat, E flat, so octaves on the left, and then G, B flat, E flat, G. Now, if you can't make that stretch, just do the bottom 3 notes and it still sounds really good. After that E flat, we're gonna come up to F here, F octaves, and then A, C, and F. Second finger's on that middle C there. And then there is a walk down where we have the F over E flat. So the only thing that changes there is that the left hand steps down to E flat octaves. And those little dashes there represent additional counts of the F, because the measure's not evenly split. It's only on the 4th count that we do the walk down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is pretty convenient here. This D minor 7, we just keep the right hand in the same place, but we're now doing D octaves for the bass. Let's try that whole line. Okay, then we go up to E flat. Although this time he does not voice that high G, so you can just do those bottom 3 notes, G, B flat, and E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the next few chords, I'm just gonna do single bass notes. So here's a G minor 7, got just the G there, I'm on my 3rd finger, and then this is the same right hand voicing that we've been doing for the B flat, F, B flat, and D. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7, we're just kind of stepping that shape up, but it's all white keys this time. So A bass note with a 2nd finger, and then G, C, and E. That's for a full measure. And then we have this cool moment here. So we've got this C minor 7, gonna do a single bass note up on the higher C there. And we've got B flat, E flat, and G in the right hand. 1, 2, so that dash is a 2nd beat of the C minor 7 before we're just gonna hit 1 count on each of the following chords. D minor over F. So coming down to this F bass note, A, D, F, and then immediately stepping down to this F7 sus2. A little awkward of a chord there. We've got G, C, and E flat, and F in the right hand, keeping that F bass note. So again, with the time there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that whole line. That's me landing on the B flat that starts the next line. So here we've got B flat, just like we've been doing it, and then we have this nice moment here. So this chord it could be named a lot of different ways. It's pretty uncommon. It's a C chord. We're stepping up to C octaves here. We've got a G, a D, and an F. It's kind of like a C sus2 and sus4 at the same time. So I just wrote it as such. But that's only for 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna take that top shape, the D and the F, and just compress your hand down to have C and E there. So that's just an inverted C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this next moment is gonna sound like this. So we're gonna come up to this single bass C here, and we've got this F. So F over C, C, F, and A there. 1, 2, C sharp diminished. So C sharp, E, and G before we land on D minor. So the left hand's just a little bit higher here, just stepping up chromatically single bass notes. I like doing 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna, once we get to the D minor, add the octaves back in. Okay, one more time on that line. Almost done here. From here, we're gonna land in an E flat major. And once again, we are not gonna bother with the high G there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a cool one. A9. So A octaves here, and then we've got a B, a C sharp, an E, and a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we're gonna land on this D7 sus4. So the G in our fifth finger is going to stay in the same spot there. And we've got G, C, D, G, D octaves in the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those Gs, which is the sus4 here, both just step down to F sharps for the D7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, this is another one of those chords that's a big stretch. So you can totally leave out that bottom G. You could just do. So one more time on that whole line. Okay, cool. So you could play it exactly like that, and it sounds pretty good. But there are a lot more little details to Billy's piano part, so I'll go back through now and we can add those. Nothing special happens on that first B flat, but for this E flat, he very decisively does not play the high G on the first hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he also hits the B flat on count 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a good time to mention that throughout the song, he often hits some note on beat 4 of a measure. The default can just be adding one of the octave bass notes again, and I'll do that a lot throughout, but in this case, he definitely hits the B flat from the right-hand chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're up to the F. So at the end of the D minor 7 measure, he stretches his first finger down and does a hit of the chord like that without the A. And then on beat 4, he hits that F again. So the D minor 7 measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep going. Nothing here that's different unless you want to add a bass note on beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So there's a cool little moment here when we get to the D minor over F, where instead of just landing on it, there's a little grace note between the C with the second finger and that D. And then you proceed to do the rest the same way. So again, those first two lines. Landing in the B flat here. Nothing different here. Or here. But then here, we've got this arpeggio. So when we hit this D minor, just make note of these notes because those are the top 3 notes of the arpeggio, but we do need to stretch down to this F here. And then we're just going straight up those notes. F, A, D, F. Timing is 3 and 4 and I mentioned that we're going to add the low octave. I'm just going to do that on 3 when I add the first note of the arpeggio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and now we're back to this E flat. Nothing different here. So this part is a little tricky. That's why there's the asterisks there, because this is kind of a big moment. So we're just gonna step up octaves. Ideally, you keep the C and D the whole time, but it gets really tricky on that A. So if you've got the sustain pedal going, you can totally let it go there. But we got F sharp, G, A, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 before landing in the chorus. And of course, you could just do without the full octaves. Okay, I'll do a quick play and sing through that first verse, and then we can dive into the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you truthfulness, you might just as well be blind. Always seems to be so hard to give.
Okay, let's take a look at the chorus. Here's the underlying chords, and once again, I'll go through just learning the chord voicings, and then we can go back and do the details. So right off the bat, we've got a measure of E flat, just like we've been doing it. Again, you could always omit the high G. 2, 3, 4, F9. So just notice that the top two notes in the right hand, if you are indeed doing that top note, stay the same. And we're just stepping all of this up. So we've got F octaves here, A, C, E flat, and G. Now we've got this D over F sharp. And we're gonna come up to the F sharp here, A, D, and F sharp. Now, sometimes he voices it like that with the A up top. So like the D triad with the A down here. That's totally optional. I will throw it in sometimes like he does. And then we're coming up to this G minor. So G octaves here, B flat, D, and G. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got two chords evenly split in this measure. So G minor, step down to F, add 9. So we're gonna keep that G on top and just step everything down. F, A, and C. Okay, then we're right back to the E flat. Now we've got F. So same way we just voiced it a moment ago. And this moment's kind of interesting. I'm gonna just do the top octave here, and then I'm gonna hit the low octave on this E flat over F. So we're doing the low E flat voicing, G, B flat, E flat there, and hitting the low F there before we land on B flat, just like we've been doing it. And then we're gonna come up to D7. So same way we did it at the end of the verse. And again, you could just do the top notes if you like. So one more time on all that. Okay, the next line is the exact same.
Honesty is hardly ever heard.
Okay, and then this last line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and then this time we are going to the E flat, but this time it's over B flat, like that, with the top octave, and then we're gonna hit it again with the bottom octave, and then resolve to the B flat. This part's a little bit weird. So we're gonna hit the E flat over B flat on untrue. The timing from the beginning of the line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it continues to hold into the next measure. So I have the E flat over B flat in this measure in parentheses because it's just held through. You don't actually hit it again. You do 2 hits on it on beats 3 and 4 in the previous measure. But mostly what I need from you, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we're holding the B flat for beats 1 and 2 of that final measure before we have this little moment here on the E flat over F. Like that. So same way we did it before. One more time on that line because it's a pretty tricky one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is landing in the next verse. Now let's talk details. So nothing new here. Love that so much. So on this F add 9 you can do, so you hit the chord an eighth note. After that, you step up to the D just by itself and then hit the chord again. So timing there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. This is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then on this B flat, we have this little arpeggio. So we're just stepping up F, B flat, C, D, and that's on 3 and 4 and then here's this really cool moment. So the general idea with the right hand is the same as how we led into the chorus, but the rhythm's slightly different, and we're going to start with just the single D bass note. 1, and then it's 2, 3, 4. Again, you could leave out the bottom part. But this time, for the chorus, we're going to do a little harmony on the walk up on the 3, 4, just on E, F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's keep going. So this is going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. This is going to be the same as well. 1, 2, 3. So this little moment with the E flat over F is a melody. So we're going to hit it, but we're only going to hit the top octave in the left hand. And then it's just a walk down on the top notes here. E flat, D, C on 3 and 4. And on 4, we're going to hit the low octave. 3 and 4. Let's go through that whole chorus one more time, and I'm going to sing it an octave down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. Okay, so that's me landing in verse 2. Okay, so we can keep cruising here. Here's the chords for verse 2. It's the same as verse 1. Of course, the lyrics are different. And then we roll right into chorus 2. It looks like this. Now, the only difference between the first chorus and this one is in the last line. It ends a little sooner. We don't have the leading into a verse because we're going to go into the interlude. And the interlude is basically going to be the same thing as the intro. But an important thing to realize is the B flat that ends this chorus also functions as the B flat that begins the interlude. So there's some overlap there. I'll show you what I mean. But mostly what I need from you. And then here is where we're going to delineate it for the interlude. So timing wise, when you get to that last B flat, remember we've already hit the bass notes when we go. That's how we ended the first chorus. So we do from you and then 3, 4 on beats 3 and 4. After we've hit the B flat chord, we're gonna just do a B flat and an F. But mostly what I need from you. Okay, and then that is, of course, running right into the interlude. Here's the underlying chords for that. So I'm starting this on the... So just like the intro, a little extra detail if you want to do it. Just an extra G flat and B flat if you want to do it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we are in the bridge. Here's the chords to the bridge, and I'm going to go straight through adding all the details as we go this time. It starts on G minor, just a root position G minor here. G, B flat, D, and you just hit it and hold it. I can find a lover, 2, 3, 4. So there's 2 measures of G minor there. Second one's in parentheses because you don't actually hit it again. But there is a little arpeggio that sounds like this. So we're gonna reach down to a low D and then just arpeggiate up through the rest of the G minor voicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we've got this D7 over G. And so we're keeping that G there, and we're doing A, C, D, and F sharp for the right hand voicing. And this is gonna be similar. You're gonna just hit it on the first measure, hold it through, and then there's gonna be an arpeggio that sounds like this. So you hit that low A, high A, and then just skipping down the notes of a D major triad. The rhythm's a little weird on this one. We need to use eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Then we've got F minor 6 for 2 measures. No arpeggio this time, just holding it on. I can have security until the bitter end. So the notes there were F, A flat, C, and D with the F octaves in the bottom. And then we're stepping right into this C add 2 over E there. So I'm going down to E here, and we've got E, G, and D. And there is an arpeggio on this, and it's just on those 3 notes in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So 2 E's, G, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? And then when we get to the C minor over E flat, so we're E flat here, E flat, G, and D. When we get here, we're gonna do the rhythm again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This part's kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just gonna hold the F and hit this D minor inversion. F, A, D. 1, 2, and then while just holding the bass note, stepping down to this F7 sus2, which is the same thing we just did for that C minor chord, but this time it's with an F bass note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that measure of E flat over B flat and B flat, nothing really new or weird there. I know. So here we have this C9 sus4. We're essentially doing a G minor 7 in the right hand, G, B flat, D, and F with C octaves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, just resolving that down to C. Okay, now we're at the part that goes, I know. So I'm gonna move to single bass notes for this D minor over F. So F, F, A, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's this little melody note. It just follows the vocals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he actually lightly hits an F there too first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Landing on this D7 over F sharp. So F sharp in the bass, F sharp, A, C, D. And then bringing the root down, the bass note down to the root there, and just holding the right hand chord. He doesn't hit it again. I know. And then landing on a simple E flat triad there. So you could do the octaves in just the 2 notes or voice it all with the right hand. So E flat, A, B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then we have the same thing we had before. All right, let me do a playthrough of that whole bridge, and I'll do my best to sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can find a lover. I can find a friend. I can find security until the bitter end. Anyone can comfort me with promises again. that is us landing in the third verse. Here's the chorus of the third verse. It's basically the same as the other verses, but I do want to point out a couple of things. When we get to the F in the third measure, where it steps down on the F over E flat on the way to the D minor 7, it actually steps down on beat 3 instead of beat 4. So that measure is equally divided. When I'm deep inside of me, don't be too concerned. And in the next 2 lines, there are 2 spots where I should have mentioned for verse 2 that we're going to do octaves instead of the single bass notes we did in the first verse. But second and third verse, we're going to do it this way. After the I won't ask for nothing while I'm gone. When we get to the C minor 7, I'm going to do octaves in the left hand. We did single high bass note before. I am going to do the single bass note for the F. When I want sincerity, tell me where else can I turn? So that's the other difference. In the first verse we did, this time I'm doing octaves. But then everything else is the same. And then after that, we run into the final chorus. It looks like that. So it is just like the second chorus, where at the end, the B flat just runs right into what was the intro and the interlude and is now the outro. So here is the outro chords. It starts the same way. So we finished up the chorus by going from you, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He does hit a B flat on 4 there. It's just a little variation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you can add that like we did in this interlude. Okay, so here's where it's a little different. We have a E flat minor major 7th. So it's a minor triad with a major 7th. I can do octaves here, or I could voice the whole chord in the right. I think I might do that. So E flat, G flat, B flat, and D. It's gonna hit it 1, 2, 3. On beats 2 and 3, we do the G flat and B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got an E flat on beat 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we're on this D minor over F here. Just a single F bass note in the left. Actually, I'm gonna do the F bass note with my first finger so we can reach down the octave in a second. So it's F, A, D in the right hand. So you hit that on count 1, and then on count 2, there's just one more little F, just a single note. 1, 2. And so now we've got just the F major. And at that moment on beat 3, I'm gonna reach down the octave. 1, 2, 3. So that's just F, A, C, just F major triad, but it's sort of an F7 because on count 4, we're gonna walk down to the E flat, giving it that F dominant 7th sound. I like just crossing the first finger over there. And then we're gonna land in a B flat like that. So this is a lower inversion of B flat. D, F, and B flat. So from the D minor over F. And then we're slowing down here. After you strike that B flat, you can just arpeggiate upward through each of the notes. D, F, B flat, before floating your hand up and doing a final B flat here. So same inversion that we started the song on, but it's actually an octave higher. I'll play through that whole outro and I'll start at the last line of the last chorus. But mostly what I need from you. And you just let that ring out and then the song is over. Okay, thank you for sticking with me. I am now going to do a full playthrough so you can hear how all these parts fit together. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not already and click the bell so you know when I put out more videos like this one. Okay, here's my version of Honesty.
If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live. And if you look for truthfulness, you might just as well be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard, but mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathize if I wear my heart out on my sleeve. But I don't want some pretty face to tell me pretty lies.